Hello, everybody. Welcome back to, of course, Sport Federation TV. You'll remember it was, of course, just a few days ago that we had Mdingi Mvemve, the Vice President of Western Cape Open Boxing, on the show with us. Western Cape Boxing, of course, been very active and have stayed active. A lot of athletes coming through the ranks, and we see some of these athletes now, in fact, moving into the professional space. Well, last week in George, it was the, I believe it was the Western Cape Open Boxing Championships, where a number of the districts and athletes managed to get together to compete. Mdingi Mvemve, Vice President of Western Cape Open Boxing, joins me on the line now and is back to give us a little bit more feedback of how it went. Mdingi, welcome back.
Thank you very much, JP, and good day to your viewers as well.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. We, of course, we had you in studio now just a few days ago. So that was the big event in George, of course, that you guys have been preparing for. Just tell us a little bit more about the event itself. It was at the Western Cape Open Champs, right?
Yes, it was the provincial championships for the youth and elites. So those boys and girls with 17 to 18 years old, which is youth, and then 19 to 40, which is elites. So it was held in George in Rosemore Stadium, and we were fortunately that it was officially opened by the Deputy Mayor, Mr. Rabin Figland. And we had again braced with the presence of the sports council member there, Zelda van Staden, who was there in our championship. So it was quite a nice event. We had 5 districts competing there. So Cape Metro, Overberg was there, the Winelands was there, the Eden, which was our host. So it was quite at the West Coast as well. So we had 5 districts that were competing there. It was very exciting tournament. Old in George, I'm very grateful. I would like to say thank you to the coaches, to the boxing officials who played that tournament. It was a very, very great success, considering the fact that we didn't have much funding for it at all. So we just ran it with nothing.
How does that work? And I mean, do the athletes cover their own costs? Do they all travel on their own steam? Do the coaches help them out?
Boxers were helped by their coaches. The district, some of the district managed, for example, they managed to pay for their boxers to for the transport as well as the accommodation and the catering there. So some of the district managed to pay for their boxers, but there were some of the districts that really did not have money to accommodate, and they had to rely from coaches to assist and the parents.
Yes, Mdingi, when we had you on the show, you actually explained to us a little bit about how boxing works, that it's not, for example, like when you watch a pro fight on TV where you see one fight and a bill. Your open boxing works across multiple divisions, multiple days, and fighters might have 2 or 3 fights over a time.
Yes, JP, we had a total of around 75 bouts that on the 28th and on the 29th. So it was quite a very long 2 days we had, because our program ran from 7:30 up until the evening. So it's lots of boxers and lots of bouts in there. It's different totally from the ranks. And as you say, yes, the boxers fight the preliminaries, where we cut off those who don't. Then we go to the quarterfinals. Then if you win the quarterfinals, you go to the semifinals. If you win the semifinals, then you are in the final. So a maximum of at least 4 fights that you're going to fight in there within 1 weekend.
And of course, from an organizing point of view, it's not just age divisions, it's weight groups in A divisions also.
Yes, it's age and weight. So as we say, we had 2 age divisions. The one which is the youth, which is just 17 and 18. They have all their 14 categories, 14 for male, 14 for female. Again, we go to the ones for the youth, for the elites, which is 19 years to 40 years old. They also have 14 categories under the females and 14 categories under the males. So it's quite a very big event.
How's women boxing doing? I mean, we're starting to hear more and more about development for women's boxing.
Yeah, the women boxers are doing very well, JP. There was a bout there between Enzel Kellerman and Liko Nele. They fought very well in the finals. You remember Liko Nele is the one who fought in the zone 4 games in Lesotho last year. So, but the way Enzel Kellerman put a challenge on her, you could see that really the boxing is growing. The female boxing side is really growing there.
What comes next now for these fighters in Mdingi? Is it SA champs or world champs or Commonwealth?
Yes, man, we busy planning for the national championships now. They will be held in Gqeberha on the 6th up until the 10th of July. So we finalizing the team, and we're going to take. We wish and hope God permits to take all our boxers into those championships. As I say, currently we have completely no funding. We really need support to whoever who can help us, the businesses who can assist our boxers to not miss that opportunity, because if these talented boxers, there were lots of bouts there, JP, you will be amazed. There were lots of competition, and it's very high. You could see that the talent is very high, and those boxers are very hardworking. So if they can miss that opportunity to represent the province in the national, it will be a great disappointment to them, and really it will make the provincial championships not worthwhile if they can't go to the national. So we're really asking that whoever can assist the businesses can please, in the province, they can come and assist our boxers. These are young talent. These are the kids that we are trying to pull them away from the streets and from away from the drugs and all the social ills that are there in our social spaces. So we really wish that they can be assisted.
Do you have an idea how many athletes you're talking about? Obviously, if you had 75 athletes at the Western Cape Champs, you're not going to have all of them go to the SAs. I'm assuming there's a selection criteria and a certain,
Yes.
Is it maybe a 1 and 2 that go?
There is just one that's going to go. So we had a total of 27 gold medalists, and they will be accompanied by 8 wild cards. The wild cards are those boxers who probably were in the finals, but did not get a gold medal. So it's about 35 boxers that has to go. So we are working around 35 boxers, and they must have their coaches, because it's 2 teams. It's the youth team as well as the elite team. So they need also the coaches. So a total of about 45 people that needs to go there.
Mdingi, well, let's hope that some of the businesses that are watching the show today see the opportunity to get involved with Western Cape Open Boxing. I mean, you are on television after all, which is most companies' dream, to get themselves on TV. So hopefully we'll get some corporates that are watching and will potentially jump on and come and support Western Cape Boxing. That's of course between the 6th and 10th of July. So there's almost 2 months to get involved and prepare.
Yes, man, it's actually 1 month, just
1 month.
less than 1 month that we need to sort of prepare for that. As you say, it's an opportunity actually for businesses to actually market themselves within us, because it's a good social responsibility thing to support sport in the province. So, and we really promise them that they won't regret it, because I know those boxers that we are taking there are very much talented. So everyone will really know what they've done to us.
Mdingi, we leave it at that. Congratulations, and let's hold thumbs that you get some support for the event.
Thank you very much, JP. Thank you very much for always having us, man.
There we go, folks. Mdingi Mvemve is the Vice President of Western Cape Open Boxing. You heard it there firsthand. Close on 40 boxing administrators and athletes are going to the South African Championships. They need support, so you can always reach out to Western Cape Open Boxing. The easiest way to do that is just go and do a search on Facebook and see if you can find Western Cape Open Boxing on Facebook, and Get involved, come support open boxing. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll carry on talking sport in the province. Back in a sec, don't go away.